All right, what's up? Good morning, guys. Welcome in. Hopefully, you had a great weekend. I know I did have a nice, relaxing reset weekend. Enjoyed the weather. Relax a bit. Get your mind off trading. Now here we are, fresh again for another week. Decent gap scan so far, I see. Good morning, Norsale. Gus, good morning. Morgan, good morning. Peter, good morning. Norsale, good morning. Hawk, good morning. All right, so let's get into it. What is our leading gapper here today? Leading gapper, GRI up 187%. GRI coming in close. The techie nerd, welcome. Glad to have you subscribed, our newest subscriber. So GRI opened up, closed below 75 cents. So we're gonna have tight halt bands, 15 cents up, 15 cents down on GRI. Does it have news? On the 18th, maybe? No, I do not see any news here on GRI. So no news gapper here, up 186%. It is a bit of a hotter market, so these stocks, a lot of times they don't need news to run. They're just kind of running off of sympathy momentum. Drug kicking it off last week. Drug making a massive 1,500% move, kicking off, spurring momentum in a variety of subsequent stocks that we've been seeing throughout last week and this week so far. So GRI, where are we at here on the daily chart? So kind of curling up here off the lows. Looks like we got a bit of a level there. Looks like we already topped out around 229, so 260 be a level. 250, of course, is going to be a psychological level. 350, I think that's good. We're coming up already from 60 cents, so how much higher could this go? I mean, we've been seeing stocks from 60 cents go up to $3, $4, $5, so it is possible. But we'll see if this one does get the attention at the open. We're forming a little bit of a support here that we might break down here, kind of bouncing, and it looks like it's getting tighter and tighter towards this support, so maybe we do see a breakdown. So that's GRI. The float, we can take a look at the floats here. Dilution tracker, GRI. 2.92 million shares. What's up, Cristobal? Good morning. Skull, good morning. GM, good morning. I use a standard plan on Dash Trader. It works fine for me. The deluxe is NASDAQ total view, which I feel like you don't even really need. But yes, I guess it's up to preference. You can always try one for 1 month and then change it. That's what I did. I actually had the deluxe for the first few months. GM, good morning. KK, good morning. Hulk, good morning. All right, LB, good morning. What's up? So yeah, GRI, 2.92 million share float. No news. Previously closed under 75 cents, so we'll have tight halt bands throughout the entire day today. So maybe it does continue. It could be. I've been seeing penny stocks have been going to $3, $4, $5. So it's not impossible for this thing to continue, but we're gonna have those tight halt bands, and as it even ascends and higher in price, those halts are gonna be even more and more frequent. So maybe GRI, who knows? It is our leading gapper today. SYTA, our second leading gapper. This one making a move. We're closed above 75 cents. So actually, I like that we closed above 75 cents because the halt level is going to consistently be adjusting. When the halt level is adjusting, even when we ascend in price and we get higher and higher in price, the halt levels will stay relatively wide, and we'll have a lot more price action to trade. You know, it won't be consistently halting back to back to back to back, which is sometimes is very difficult to trade. This one, you know, the halt will adjust as the price gets higher. So the price range, the range will get wider, and we'll have more price action to trade. So SYTA, I do like this. I have a little bit of a bull flag here on the higher time frame, 5-minute or ABCD pattern, you could say. Breaking out, 1 minute pullback here after a breakout. Can we hold and continue through 266 is the question. Sync V, good morning. So SYTA, do we have news on this one? Siyata Mobile, T-Mobile to offer Siyata new mission, critical over 5G cellular radios for first responders. Siyata Mobile unveils SD7 Ultra series on T-Mobile's 5G network for emergency services. So it does have news. News with a bigger company as well. T-Mobile, everybody knows T-Mobile. So maybe T-Mobile, this catalyst here with T-Mobile can trigger this smaller company, this smaller float stock to make a big move. SYTA does have a 3.16 million share float, so it is nice and low, which we like. A little bit of a false breakout there, testing again the lows. Are we going to break this low here of 244? I'm going to break the low of 244 and see where we bottom out. Can we bottom out, you know, 235? 230. I don't want it to see it come all the way back down to 215, 210, $2, because then it would really show that the bulls are not holding this up. I do want it to hold trend. So even though we did see this topping tail, it isn't, you know, massive volume. It's not a massive rejection. So far, as long as it holds up, you know, it could still be looking good here for the opening continuation. So making that low there, 243. We bottomed out there at 243, bouncing now back up to 248. We're going to make the 1 minute candle make a new high. Interesting. Are we going to curl back up from here? I'd be surprised if we do break out before they open. We do have only a couple minutes left here, about 15 minutes left actually. 15 minutes. What are we looking at here on the daily chart? What are we looking at? Let's see. So curling up off the low, kind of reclaiming these wicks here. We got a level there at 307. So I'd say a good target, a good conservative target would be over 3 on this one. But again, like it's been a hotter market, so maybe, you know, that conservative target gets blown by. Maybe we rip way past 3, we skip to 350, 360, pull back, and before we know it, we're back up, we're breaking 4. We could see something like that. Like these stocks have been really going much farther than we anticipate. So it's good to have a little bit, to draw out a little bit more levels than you're used to. Here's a bit of a support here down here, over here at 6. Or not support, resistance. I'd be surprised if we make it over 10, but I'll put a line there at that level anyways, because we've been seeing some crazy moves. Crazy moves. I think I like SYTA. I do like SYTA. It has news. It's a low float, and it closed over 75 cents. So it'll give consistent price action. It'll give consistent price action. Next one, BIVI. BIVI, third leading gapper here. Is this one a little bit larger float? No, not really. 5.5 million. 5.5 million float. So not as low, but it's still very low. Still very low. Do we have news on BIVI? Would have been probably yesterday. Do not see any news yesterday, so it looks like another no news gapper here, BIVI. But we are holding trend quite nicely here. I do like that we're holding trend. So maybe daily chart. Okay, I see. Okay, let's take a look here. So you can clearly see this sort of flat top here that we kind of broke out, but like we couldn't hold over. So there's clearly resistance there in a larger time frame. And look what happened. We came up and retested it just slightly, pulling back. So maybe we form a little bit of support here and curl back up for the next test for the break over 5. I think GRI also has good potential today. 560. I'm not sure what this one is. I don't know what I was reading there. Yeah, I see a good target would be over 5 to 560. Maybe over 6. Maybe over 6 would be another level. So I think sorry, did I say GRI? I mean BIVI. BIVI looks pretty decent too. I think this could be pretty good as well. Maybe we see something here as long as we're holding trend. Coming into the open. Trap Trader, good morning. Clader Trader, good morning. Good morning. Stop Loss Rodriguez, good morning. Chad, good morning. ISPC is today's roller coaster stock. ISPC up 68%. It is a micro float under 1 million. ISPC. Interesting chart. Spike of volume, real choppy here, and now consolidating, getting real tight with lighter and lighter volume. Do we have news? No, we don't have news. It recently just announced an offering up to 1.22 million shares, which was on Friday. Spurred up some volatility. Interesting. I don't think I like ISPC. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have news. The only news is offering, and it's up on an offering. So I think, it's worth to keep it on the side chart if it does start to pick up in volume. But it's not something we're going to be just straight up watching for the opening dip because there's absolutely no volume on it. SYTA is going to be probably, and BIVI is probably going to be my main watch at the open. Looking for opening range trades, dip and rip, opening surge, red to green. Those classic opening setups I'll be watching for on SYTA and BIVI. Do like we're curling up here slightly on SYTA. Did BIVI close under 75 cents? No, so we're above 75 cents. So I think these two, one of these two are going to give something potential, either BIVI or SYTA. And I like that they both closed over 75 cents. Recently, we've been having penny stocks just coming out from like ground zero with 15-cent halt bands all day and been just crazy back-to-back halts, which are really tough to trade sometimes. So it's nice that we're getting something that is not from straight up like 10 cents that's making a move over $1 to $2 and $3, because it actually gives us price action. So as you guys are tuning into your own trading, we got about 9 minutes left. So as you guys are tuning into your own trading, make sure you drop that like, subscribe if you're new. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes and see what's going on. Alejandro says, lately I have been killing it on the pennies. Probably going to wait to see a move on GNPX of a VWAP and see if we start moving towards pre-market high. GNPX, let's take a look. GNPX, yeah, penny stock here. Yeah, I mean we're not up much. 29% under VWAP. I mean maybe we could see that VWAP break. Volume's a little bit light. We don't have much news on it. Don't have any news on it. But, maybe you could see a move off of, if you get volume through VWAP. But, it's not something that I'm going to be watching too closely here at the open. But if we do start to get a spike in volume and we're breaking 60, 62, 65, 70, strong green candles, really strong volume, then I'll pull it up. So like always, we got to follow our rules, our risk management, our max loss. These days, the market is getting very volatile. So, we could be having crazy moves up, but we're also having equally crazy moves down. So the dip could always keep dipping, and the price moves very, very fast. So, got to be able to manage our risk the best possible, as best as we possibly can. Never want one day to define your career. Never want one day to define your month or your year. So it's always another opportunity around the corner as well. Don't get flustered if you miss an opportunity, if you miss a stock. In this market, there's plenty full of opportunity. APVO. Yeah, you guys trade some weird stocks. I mean, this is not something I would be holding just for like an opening rip. But I guess everyone has their own strategy, so my opinion obviously does not matter. Cristobal, what did I do over the weekend? Mostly just hanging out, relaxing, reading some books. I did have a nice study session yesterday, so that was nice. Got some studying in. Mostly just detaching from the market. I think the best, and sometimes like the best thing you can do is just to detach yourself from the market and just forget about it. And just forget about it for a day or two, just to kind of reset. Then you come back on Sunday night to study or Monday, and you have fresh eyes. You have fresh eyes and a good perspective. You're well rested and reset. I think that's the best way to spend a weekend. Not stressing over anything. Just taking time for yourself. Ross Cameron made $200K in a week. Yeah, he's back in his mojo. I remember back in 2020, 2021, he was pulling that in a day. He was making $200K in a day. More than that sometimes. I think he made $500,000 in a day. So yeah, he's really stepping back into his stride, which is good to see. So yeah, good for him. That's awesome. AIFF guys, good follow drug. Yeah, I traded that on Friday, but it didn't really work out on AIFF. Or is that on, no, Wednesday. Traded this one on Wednesday. Yeah, on this day. Didn't really work out. I think I got a small loss on that one. So BIVI and SYTA. SYTA breaking out. So maybe we see a good entry here on SYTA at the open. Going to be watching this one closely, and BIVI. So good luck, guys. Follow your risk management and your risk to get a good, solid low risk entries, and look to capture on the upside if you're a long bias trader, of course. And remain patient, because there's always another opportunity around the corner. So good luck, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.